Hello. Thanks for being here with me, Lilith Tarot. Welcome, Taurus placements. We are going to be looking into the first quarter moon for my Taurus placements. We're going to get right into it here. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to see what's going to come out. First quarter moon, action. Well, action might be building, but energy certainly is as we head towards the full moon. So, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards here to see what is going on for Taurus placements in life, love, career, how you can attract in what you want in those three areas once we get some energies out here for you. For life, we have adventure. For love, we have new beginning. And for career, we have compassion. Immediately, I feel like, weird message, I feel like someone is going to get hurt in your career, like a coworker, someone you work with. If you do a job in which like you work with heavy equipment or there's a possibility of injury, I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know. Just be careful. I don't, it's never my goal to provide negative messages or fearmonger or anything like that. But if something comes through, I'm going to say it. And that was pretty immediate. So that's just there for career. We'll see what else comes out, Taurus, and maybe I will be completely disproved. But that was my immediate feeling. Life, we have adventure. I think it's time to go on a vacation. If you've been thinking about taking a journey, I would say that adventure card is saying go for it. The Eiffel Tower's there in the background. Maybe you've been thinking about going to Europe, France specifically, Paris. If so, I would really, really do it. That's been your destination here. Or, I'm also getting communication. A way to attract what you want into your life, Taurus, could be to communicate with people via mail, like snail mail. With these stamps, it's kind of what's coming through. Maybe it's time to, send cards to people. If there's people you haven't spoke to in a while, family members, friends, things like this, maybe drop them an actual like snail mail note, like through USPS. Well, or whatever, mailing company is in whatever country it is you are in watching this video. Then we have new beginnings for love. Something new could be happening with love. I almost feel like this is saying open yourself up to a new beginning to kind of spiritually, emotionally, really close out a chapter when it comes to love. You're done. Something is done. And it's time to almost like acknowledge the the doneness of whatever it is that is done. So that something new can begin, new beginnings. Some of you could be how to attract what you want in. Some of you want a child. Some of you are having a child. And that is the new beginning. Or this new beginnings card, I'm really feeling like this is your mindset, Taurus. Like, it's really important that you set your mind to whatever new beginning it is that you want. Wow, that's some interesting cards coming out here with life. 5 of discs, 5 of swords, and the moon. I feel like you feel deceived. Something has made you feel okay. How to attract what you want in. 5 of discs. Don't I would not call attention to weaknesses right now, to your losses. Don't concentrate on your losses right now. I think that's a big message here for life. I feel like that's for your own personal, I feel like that's a message to your soul, like really deep down inside. Like, don't look at your failures right now. Now is not the time to look at what didn't work. I would be careful with getting into arguments too with the 5 of swords. Fives are chaos, confusion. We have 2 of them here already with the moon. Illusion. Moon could be deep emotion, but it's illusion. Not seeing something clearly. The moon is needing to follow the path. On the traditional tarot, there are 2 pillars on the moon card. There's a path between them. It's the keep going, go into the darkness, right? Don't be afraid, because if you don't go into the darkness, then what is in the darkness is going to be an illusion. You can't see it clearly until you're like right up against it, like right up against something. I feel like you need to get right up against something. And it could be your own darkness too, Taurus. But like I said, the moon card, take the adventure, right? Adventure. Follow the path. Keep going. I feel like in life, the way that I know this is a very simple message, but the way you attract what you want is to keep going and to not be afraid. Not be afraid particularly of adventure. If you're worried, you might be thinking you don't have the finances to do it. We'll see more when we clarify, but another 5 coming out. All right, this is interesting. Excuse me. All right, for love, new beginnings with the 10 of Cups. So that the 10 of Cups, everything you could want emotionally. The word harmony is on this card. New beginnings. So how to attract what you want in love. New beginnings with the 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Interesting. All about emotions here. Feelings. Right, remember I said, Taurus, to really focus on what you want to come in. Focus on that 10 of Cups, the harmony that you want, the unity, the ease, the emotional ease that you desire in a relationship. The 7 of Cups, choices. You have lots of options. I feel like it's a great time. Right, I said focus. It's a great time to fantasize, but it is a good time to fantasize because I feel like there's a message here to figure out what it is that you want. And in order to do that, it takes some fantasizing. It takes some kind of letting our mind wander. Look at all of the options, the choices that you have in front of you. And then we have the 5 of Cups, disappointment. I feel like this is more of a warning to say don't look back at what hurt you, right? You're not going to attract what you want in by looking back at what you don't want in. I think it's very important for us to know what we don't want, because I think that informs our decisions, right? We find out what we like sometimes by knowing what we don't like. So know what you don't want, but don't focus on the past so much and bitterness and resentments that you block yourself off from this really beautiful new beginning that the cards are saying you can absolutely attract and bring in. Okay. For career, we have the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So the High Priestess, King of Wands, the word on here is leadership. Ace of Swords, clarity. All right. If someone does get hurt at your job, you could find yourself in the leadership role. Like you're suddenly the boss. Something happens and bam, you're asked to take the lead. That's for some of you, not all. And I think you do a very good job. You're good. You're clear. Like this actually. Okay. Forget the whole coworker getting hurt part. That's certainly not for everyone. Compassion is the card here, right? For career, again, I feel like this is not really I don't feel like this is showing compassion to others so much as you being compassionate to yourself when it comes to career. Showing yourself some love, appreciating, like acknowledging your own successes, being gentler on yourself when it comes to finances and career. High Priestess, trust your intuition here. There's potential. There's something happening in your career. It's not moving, but then I don't really think you have to do anything because we go from the High Priestess to the King of Wands, leadership. It's telling me, I almost feel like, take on a leadership role. If there is one available to you, I would definitely do that. King of Wands, leadership, and then we have the Ace of Swords, clarity. I feel like whatever happens that allows you to step into a leadership role, it provides you with a lot of clarity, and you find a truth. It's like you find out a truth, but I feel like this is about yourself. And I'm feeling like kind of what that truth is that, you know, you can be a leader. It's almost like the more you trust yourself, the better, like, you see things improving. The more you're really just tapped into that intuition with the High Priestess and letting that guide you. All right, Taurus. And you know, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention in the beginning of your reading, at the end of this spread here, I am going to pull 3 cards from this deck and give a little mini reading to you. So if you have a question, be a yes or no question, could just be something you want more insight, guidance, clarity on, just kind of hold that in your mind, or if you want to think of one. And at the end of this reading, I will try and do a personal reading for you, and we'll see how that goes. 5 of Discs, destitution, temperance, another 5. This is going to feel like an unstable time. But I feel like really, again, I feel like really being, maybe that's why you're being advised to be gentle with yourself here. Now, these are different rows, life, love, career, but there is, you know, sometimes there are overall messages too. Be gentle with yourself, because we have a lot of 5s coming out. 5s are crisis, challenge, breaking of stability, so that new elements can come in, right? New beginnings here with that card. So we have the 5 of Discs, destitution with temperance. Yeah, I just kind of feel like saying don't let a destitute situation get you down. Find balance. Maybe it's time to, like this adventure card, maybe it's time to get out of where you are and like be in a different environment. If you've been in the same place for a long time, feel like the message is to get out of that place. Like move around, move your body around. Yes, definitely move your body around, because we have the 8 of Swords here, because you're stuck in your head. Taurus, I think you had this card. I think this was a fairly significant card for you for the new moon readings. It might have even been in the same placement. I could be wrong. But this is being trapped in your head. Actually, I don't think it was the same. I don't even think I did a spread like this for those readings. Sorry. But 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords, defeat, 8 of Swords, being trapped in your head, a mental prison. I feel like there is if you're feeling defeated, it is what is causing you to feel defeated is this mental prison that you have created for yourself. It's like once this 8 of Swords, once that mental prison goes away, the defeated feeling goes away along with it. I feel like these are very connected energies here. We have right? It's both air energy. This is in your mind. You think you're defeated. That's what I'm getting here. You think you're trapped in your head, but you think you're defeated because you think you're defeated, if that makes sense. Like, are you actually defeated physically? Are you emotionally defeated? Like, where is this defeat? Like, if you're feeling a certain way in your brain, and the 8 of Swords can kind of be a hamster wheel card for me too. I really try and calm down and pinpoint exactly what is the behavior, the action, or the situation that is the concrete evidence of this thought. Because if there isn't any, it's just a thought, and it's not your reality, right? Like, you don't have to accept that as your reality. You don't have to accept defeat as your reality. You don't have to accept destitution as your reality. Okay, let's see. The moon breaks. There's some illusions going on with this moon card here. Justice. Ooh. Yeah, there's... Right, the Temperance is a card of balance. Justice is a card of balance. how to attract what you want in your life is to be very balanced right now. I mean, that's always a way to attract what you want, what we want into our life is to be balanced. But I feel like it's a very big like it's very important this week that you are balanced. Your head and your heart are balanced. You're looking at things both logically, and that's why this message was coming out. Because with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, it's like I said, you think something, therefore it is. But justice says no. Look at the facts. Balance the head and the heart. And right, red in tarot is our free will. White is meant to symbolize purity of intention, innocence. So there's a balance here between those two things, between your free will and purity. Like, yeah. Trust energy right now. Behavior, movement, your own and others, not thoughts. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Wow, the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups and new beginnings. Come on, Taurus. Come on, new beginnings, Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. This is really lovely energy. I really feel like it's just saying to take care of yourself. Ace of Cups can be self-love. Like, just like love on yourself, really. You know, like bathe, I don't know, it's gonna sound really corny, but it's what's coming to my mind. Like, bathe in your own beauty, really. I'm really drawn to the ballet shoes on her at the moment, and I don't know why. Maybe it's this alliteration thing that's happening with the B's here. Bathe, beauty, ballerina shoes. But I mean, she is a ballerina. I don't know why specifically her shoes are calling to me. Maybe you really... Well, I said trust... Whoopsies. Trust behavior, right? I said trust action. Maybe that's kind of what that means. Like, trust what someone is doing, right? When they're walking around on their feet. I don't know, Taurus. Sometimes I'm not sure. I'm not even sure, but that's what's coming out. Okay, the Seven of Cups here. What is the Seven of Cups? I'm reading reversals. I usually don't, but in these particular first quarter moon readings, I am. With the Seven of Cups with the Chariot, a 7. Also, but this is reversed. Something is not moving. I feel like you don't feel like you deserve the choices that you have in front of you. You need to trust that you deserve these things. And I think you don't trust this because there are situations in the past that you tried to move forward, that you wanted to move forward, that you really wanted to work, possibly someone you wanted to move in with, and it just didn't work out. It didn't happen. It stalled out at some point. There could have possibly even, you feel like you were in unfair relationships in the past, and that you made, I feel, Taurus, to say, don't judge your past choices in love. I feel like that's what you're doing, right? You're not trusting yourself. I feel. I could be totally wrong. You could be sitting over there right now going, I trust myself completely. If so, this part of the reading might not be for you. But for some of you, I feel like you're really not trusting your choices. And there is a need to really acknowledge that you deserve something. And I think the Chariot reversed here is a message also saying, don't move right now. Not in love. Right? In life, like, trust other people's movement, right? Trust other people's behavior. But I think you need to really, like I said earlier, like, just vibrate in what you want in. Look at what you want and decide, make that decision. And really, for you, Taurus, I think the important part isn't only in making the decision, but believing that you are worthy of and deserving of the decision that you make. to really hold your focus with that choice, with whatever choice it is that you make, and really know that it's for you. Ooh, okay, we have the Devil, the Queen of Cups coming out reversed, with the Five of Cups, disappointment. Yeah, this is shedding the past. This is shedding the past, you know, so you're being hard on yourself right now, Taurus, I think, when it comes to love and relationships. I think you're looking back at the past, you're thinking about all the times you were tempted, and that not all the times that you were tempted, all the times that you succumbed to temptation. And it's like you knew you shouldn't have. You knew better, right? And that's what I'm getting. Almost this feeling of like, of mothering has a weird, like not mothering yourself, but being very hard on yourself, in this kind of shaming way, where I feel like you're looking back at situations. These are people that took their love away from you, that stopped nurturing, that possibly even started being possessive, and manipulative with emotion. Not so much, not really domineering, but a little bit controlling, with the Queen of Cups upright, or a reversed, pardon me, superficial energy, and codependent as well. I feel the Devil Cup reversed came out to say that you're breaking free from those energies. I think that's, and I think the warning here, like it says, don't look too much into the past. Don't concentrate. And like I said earlier in this reading, don't concentrate too much on what you don't want. And also to say that, don't concentrate too much, or try not to, I know easier said than done sometimes, on what you don't deserve, on what you think you don't deserve. The Eight of Swords, what you've convinced yourself you don't deserve, but really you deserve it all, Taurus. So, the High Priestess with the Two of Swords and compassion. You could have a decision to make at work. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what decision to make. You could also be finding it difficult, I don't know, to be compassionate at work. You're not, I feel like you're choosing to not see a lot in wherever it is that you're working. I almost feel like you kind of show up, do your job, and get out. There's a reason for that. I'm not sure what it is. Something, I mean, your intuition is telling you what it is. I almost feel like if, like Taurus here, there's this feeling here that if you did start paying attention when it comes to work, like if you did start looking around, you would be blocked off from your intuition. There's something about you knowing that you shouldn't, weird message, that you shouldn't be looking around when it comes to work or career. Maybe that's just a message saying you shouldn't be looking for a new job. And well, yeah, interesting. With the Ten of Pentacles coming out with the King of Wands. You might suddenly find yourself in a leadership role at your work. And maybe that's why there's a message coming out saying, like, don't leave your job. Don't look around. Don't look for another job. The King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like something really stable it's not that it, okay, something, you're already in a place of stability physically, like when it comes to your work, like your work is stable, you know, the building that you perform your work in is efficient and taken care of. Where am I going here? But it's like you are going to get, feels like just like an immediate upgrade in work, in finances, maybe in your stability. It's like this stability that already exists is finally going to like come into your life really quickly. It feels like quickly. I don't have really any Yeah, it feels like it happens quickly. You're just suddenly like, oh, okay, here's the, here it is. Like the stability just like comes in. It feels like it's already there. Ace of Swords with the Six of Swords. I feel like this truth, Ace of Swords, this clarity, this truth that you have, that you get, that you obtain when it comes to career. This is interesting. The Six of Swords is a transition. It's usually walking away. I don't think this is you leaving a job. I think this is you leaving behind the beginning stages of something. And meeting, and the stability that's been there all along meeting you. Probably, because if you've been diligently performing a task in a job for a while, that could be like finally you're recognized. Finally, you're someone, maybe behind the scenes, someone has been planning to give you a big raise or a big promotion, or you're becoming, someone's like making you the CEO of a company. Like you're suddenly, you find yourself suddenly owning a company, maybe. I don't know. I just think you're transitioning away from something new. I think you're also leaving behind anything that does not bring you clarity as well. And that would make a lot of sense to me with all these fives coming out, because there's going to be, and you have the Seven of Cups and the Moon. These are very dreamy energies. And with the Queen of Cups reversed, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups. We have a lot of cups out here. So there's going to be a lot of emotions, and I think that's why, you're moving away from anything that is not clear, anything that is not clearly true or false. Okay, Taurus, I really hope that reading helped. Sorry. We're going to pull, usually my iPad turned off. I apologize. I'm going to pull 3 cards here to end this reading. We are going to see if I can give you an answer to your question, whatever that question might be. Death coming out. Your question could have to do with a Scorpio. Scorpio is also, let's see here. Death, 4 swords. It feels like something spiritual is happening here. Ace of Wands. Something spiritual, it feels like, is happening so that there can be a new beginning. That's what this is feeling like. It feels like there needs to be a new beginning coming in. There's a transition with death. Something, and it it's like this is a time of this moon phase usually doesn't mean rest, but I feel like right now it is a time of rest for you, and for you to really, again, focus on what you want, your own thoughts, vibrate higher, because Ace of Wands, there's something very passionate, and we have Justice at the bottom of the deck here again, with the Devil following it. There's something passionate that you want, and I think it's available to you. Creative project, a relationship, just a desire that you have, but there's a need to rest after a transformation, after something like turns over. You need to be with your own thoughts so that you can really focus in and see this Ace of Wands, see that the universe is bringing it into you, so you can grab out and take it, and take advantage of the opportunity. All right, Tauruses, this is what I have for you. Very much hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe if you'd like a personal reading. I do offer those. It can be contacted at the email address in the description box below. Otherwise, have a lovely first quarter moon phase. Take care.